There's also a part in our bedroom I need to point out to you, too. You probably saw it.
Yes. Above the window?
Yeah, what happened there?
It just didn't stick to that board. It was too cold or something. I don't know. Well, they'll spray it again.
You're right. They will spray it again.
We got our assistant foreman on the job.
Yeah, he'll come over here and be like, they're going to hate that. Better fix that.
You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Let's do this. Hey guys, I'm Jameson, and this is Jamie, and this is our weekly wrap-up, number 26.
Ooh, we said it at the same time. Look at us.
So, since last week, I've learned that I need to lower the mic a touch. The beard is getting longer, and it tends to
Scraggly beard.
scrape the mic. So
yeah, for as much crap as you give me about where my mic always is and my hair, you're the one always messing it up.
Well, at least now we got it right.
Okay, so this week, a lot of things have happened this week. So
we started
stressful things.
Well, we were supposed to start spray foaming. We got all of our inspections last week, and we were supposed to start spray foaming on Monday.
As we said in the last update.
As we said in the last update.
We did that on a Wednesday, and they were supposed to be there that day, too.
They didn't show up Tuesday.
Again.
And then Wednesday.
They did not show up on Wednesday.
Thursday they showed up, and they started to spray. They got one wall of the house done, and they started to realize that the spray foam was of like a honeycomb consistency, which just meant that it was lighter. Beehive.
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
I don't know.
Honeycomb, beehive.
Sure, but it was called beehiving.
Nevertheless, there was basically a lot of air in the foam. It wasn't a nice tight foam. So they spent the whole day trying to figure it out, couldn't figure it out, ended up going home and decided that it was a bad chemical. So the next day they came back out on Friday.
Rip it all out of the wall.
Tore it all out and then started spray foaming. So they've gotten pretty far. They've gotten most of the first floor done. They've got still some shaving to do and then a couple of spots here and there. The basement, they got all the rim joists sprayed. And they've started on the basement walls. They've still got that to finish up. So hopefully we can finish that up today and get our inspection tomorrow morning, and drywall gets delivered tomorrow morning.
Yeah, Tuesday morning. So we are actually headed out of town for spring break. We're taking the kids to Florida for a week.
We planned this trip some time ago.
Which, the timing's not great of it, but I sat down and realized the other night while we were waiting on the spray foam to get done that we forgot we wanted to insulate the interior walls for sound.
Yeah.
So we had a minor panic attack. He drove to the store
after dinner one night. Me and her dad went out and grabbed the trailer. We went over to the store and grabbed a bunch of mineral wool, which is what you see right behind us. Mineral wool insulation, which is great for soundproofing. We put that in the walls of the bedrooms that are against the living spaces. So like this, we're standing in Madison's bedroom right now. We insulated this corner of it, which will be
where the fridge is, like right here.
The fridge is right there, and then the kitchen is on the other side. We also did Braden's room and then our bedroom as well. So if you're trying to sleep at night and me and the boys are up being a little too loud, you know how we get. We get kind of crazy sometimes.
Anyway, it was one of those things we wanted to do. I started to think it wasn't going to happen, so I had a little panic attack. But it was really easy to put in. It didn't take a lot of time, and I'm so happy that we just made the decision to go get it and put it in the next morning.
The mineral wool is, you don't even have to like staple it to the studs or anything. It's just a friction fit.
Yeah, it's really just pushing it in there, and you cut out where the wires go and where all the electrical boxes are. But it really was simple. It only took us a couple hours to put them in, and I'm very happy we chose to do it.
So we got that knocked out. Another thing that we thought of that we
Last
forgot
minute.
that we needed to put behind the drywall, because drywall is inevitably coming very soon, and we needed to get everything behind the drywall that we wanted. The other thing was central vac.
Yes,
so
something I wanted, since we're doing wood floors throughout the whole house. I really just wanted to have the central vac system, but one of the things I don't like about the central vac is that big old hose you have to carry around. So we did the hide-a-hose system, which I'm really excited about for some weird reason.
I still have a lot of work to do on that, but we basically got the rough end kits to mount to the studs and stubbed down that vacuum pipe, which is essentially very similar to PVC pipe, stub that down to the basement. So then after drywall's done, I can just work from below in the basement and run all that tubing as it's supposed to. But basically the way that the hide-a-hose system works is that the hose is stored in the lines. So you just open up the cap, and then you pull the hose out, hit the switch, and turn it on, which is really nice. You don't have to carry that hose around.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a cool system. The bad part of that is that you have to have enough hose. Like if you have a 40-foot hose, you have to have 40 feet of pipe below deck or in the basement before it connects to another pipe. So it's not just like a regular central vac where you can just run the pipe as efficiently as possible. You actually have to have enough piping for the hose to be able to retract into before it wires into another line.
Man, I'm glad you figured all that out.
So we also have to run low voltage to each of those outlets. So I've got the pipe in there and some low voltage wiring ran to each of those outlets. What else did we do?
So we met with our electrician out here last night to go over the layout for the lights in the basement.
Yep.
Since our drywallers are starting on Tuesday, and we decided it's not that much more to just have them go ahead and do the basement at the same time.
They made it appealing for us, or more cost effective for us to have them do the basement at the same time since they're here.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and have that done. So we had our electrician come out.
We might not actually like finish it, like
no,
paint
we're not gonna.
But have them hang it.
Well, we might paint it.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We could
Nevertheless, we'll figure that out. We've also got a project, one of the last projects for the kitchen, the Flip House kitchen renovation we are about to release, and that is the crown molding above the cabinets. And it was just a simple project that turned out really good. It added height to the cabinets and gave that kind of finished, cool look to it.
Yeah, I think it's cool because anybody who, if you don't have crown molding, it was a really simple thing to do, and you kind of just like set it on top of it, and it looks so good.
You build an L shape, and then you mount your crown to that. You set it on top of the cabinets, and then secure it from within. Yeah,
so that turned out really good. We also worked on another project this week. It was a ladder.
Yeah.
What is it? A leaning ladder? What do you want to call it? A
bathroom sh shelf.
Sure, yeah.
That's what we're going with. Anyway, it was a simple, supposed to be limited tools project. But
he's going to give me a hard time.
I wanted to be able to build it out of just a circular saw and a speed square.
And I didn't want to sit there and sand it for hours, so I decided to use a planer, which apparently isn't part of the limited tools project. So stupid.
Anyway, we got it done. It looks great, and we set that in the bathroom. It turned out pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And let's see what else. Oh, right now they're outside working on our back retaining wall.
So we got, in the last update, you saw the retaining walls in the front, but now they've started on the retaining walls in the back, which is kind of a sketchy process. So when we put the deck in, we had this beam, huge beam, mind you, setting on a temporary post. So they had to dig everything out around it, lift that beam up with the bucket on the
it's called something, Bobcat?
Bobcat is like the brand name. It's like skid steer, maybe?
Bobcat.
I think it's what you're actually supposed to call it, track loader, whatever you want to call it. Anyway,
Bobcat.
They lifted the beam up, took the temporary post out, and then reset it back into where they had dug out, because we left that beam long so they could set that post back there to hold the deck temporarily. Then we're going to pour a retaining wall underneath of it and then set the post on the retaining wall to support the beam.
So yeah, our original design of the house didn't really have this whole retaining wall thing, which we realized afterwards that we had to do.
Yeah.
But it is going to make such a cool little space. It's going to almost be like a little cave down there. And we're also putting a fireplace out there, so it's just going to be like a fun another little outdoor entertaining area.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about. It's going to be like a little cave.
It'll be cool. Little grotto. Just
grotto.
Another space to hang out.
Yeah.
What else? Do we have anything else?
I think that's it.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to this week's weekly wrap-up.
And next week we'll be in Florida, so we won't see you for another week.
Maybe like a week and a half.
Week and a half. Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully by the next time we do a weekly wrap-up, we'll be able to show you a drywall and how that's looking.
And we'll be tan. Or he'll be red, I'll be tan.
All right, guys, until next time.
Be safe and happy building.
We'll see y'all later.